Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our WNCT Now digital news update. My name is Kelsey O'Donnell, live in our WNCT Now digital studio. We are continuing to track the coronavirus across the state and here in the East. But before we get to those details, we have new information just in out of Lenoir County. National discussions on race and equality are putting new scrutiny on North Carolina's Confederate monuments. Lenoir County commissioners held an emergency meeting this morning where they unanimously voted to relocate a Confederate monument. The monument, currently at the Visitor Center, was created in 1924. Now, the county does plan to move it to the first Battle of Kinston Civil War Park on Harriet Drive. That move could be done as early as next week. In health news, several counties across the East are reporting new cases of coronavirus. Duplin County's total is now up to 1,373, while the number of infections in Lenoir, Onslow, Bertie, Beaufort, and Pamlico counties are also higher. Now, also on Wednesday, Governor Roy Cooper announced the extension of Phase 2 of reopening of North Carolina for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. Take a look at this. The state now has about more than 57,000 cases and rising. Nearly 1,300 people have died. And Governor Cooper added the statewide mandate for people to wear face masks in public. It applies to customers and employees, all in businesses, and companies can be cited for failure to enforce these requirements.
We're adding this new requirement because we don't want to go backward. We want to stabilize our numbers so we can continue to safely ease restrictions and, most importantly, get our children back in school. I encourage businesses to be strong in enforcing it. Slowing the spread helps our economy, and these face coverings do that.
Now, again, that was Governor Roy Cooper. The mandate on wearing face masks goes into effect at 5 o'clock Friday afternoon. Now, turning now to Washington County, the sheriff says his deputies will not enforce the new mask mandate. Here's some footage right here. This is a Facebook post from earlier this morning. The sheriff's office made the announcement on, again, its Facebook page, stating deputies will not issue individual citations for violation of Governor Roy Cooper's Executive Order 147. Sheriff Johnny Barnes says to, quote, "Please continue to practice social distancing and wash your hands. We thank you for your cooperation and consideration throughout this process. Stay safe and stay healthy." Now, over in the city of Washington, officials are canceling this year's annual 4th of July celebration due to COVID-19 concerns. Leaders are encouraging people in the city to celebrate the 4th of July holiday safely and responsibly. Officials do plan to resume the holiday celebration next year. Now, stay with us. We'll be back with more news and weather just after the break.
The latest information on the coronavirus, along with your local news and first alert weather. Get the free WNCT mobile app at the Google Play and App Stores today. The WNCT mobile app is on your side, wherever you are, whenever you need it.
All right, if you are just now joining us, welcome. My name is Kelsey O'Donnell, live in our WNCT Now digital studio, providing an update in between our newscasts of important news that we would like you to know. Well, today is a first alert weather day across eastern North Carolina, and our first alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, has what you can expect today.
Happy Little Friday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the First Alert Weather Center on your third and final First Alert Weather Day of the work week. Today's First Alert Weather Day will be sparked off by a cold front arriving in eastern North Carolina with a scattered strong to severe thunderstorm threat. There will also be a risk of an isolated tornado or two. The best timing in which to see severe weather today will occur this afternoon through the early evening, with a slight chance of isolated tornadoes, but a likelihood of hail, high winds, and heavy rainfall associated with any one storm. The Storm Prediction Center is already hot on the heels of the severe weather event and has issued a marginal risk for isolated severe storms across the east today. That is a 1 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. As we take you through your afternoon and evening, that's the best chance to see those scattered strong to severe storms. But as we move into the overnight period through early Friday morning, the activity becomes isolated and we finally dry out once we reach early Friday morning into the afternoon. That's because high pressure will dominate the forecast Friday and straight through the weekend with heat, humidity, sunshine, and maybe more importantly, some drier weather setting up Friday, Saturday, and for most of Sunday and even into Monday as well. Sunday and Monday, we will only run a 20% chance for isolated showers and storms for inland and coastal communities. The better chances for isolated showers and storms will work in by next Tuesday and Wednesday, but temperatures through this stretch still remain quite seasonable in the upper 80s to low 90s for inland communities and middle to upper 80s along the Carolina coast. Be safe and remain weather aware for the rest of your Thursday forecast. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasolenko.
Whew, we've got a hot weekend up ahead. All right, well, thank you so much, Alex. That will do it for our WNCT Now digital news update. We'll see you back here at 4.